Hi, this is Rajesh. Today we are going to learn one new chapter, that is progressions. Before we are going to know about progressions, once we will recall some patterns in our daily life situations. Those are spirals of pineapple, honeycomb, holes of honeycomb, next petals of sunflower. Like that only numbers can be arranged as some patterns with a different types of mathematical rules. See here, if I take some numbers like 1, 3, 3 square, 3 cube and so on. Here I arrange each and every number as power of 3. See here 1 can be written as 3 power 0. Am I correct or not? So each and every number is expressed as power of 3. So it is one pattern. When we arrange numbers with a definite mathematical rule as a pattern, it is called a progression. Next, if you take one more example like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Here except the first one, each and every number we are getting when we add plus 1 to the preceding term. See here 2 is coming when we add plus 1 to the first number, that is 1, except the first one. See here 3 we are getting plus 1. We are getting like this. So this is called a progression. Like that only we will get different types of progressions. Simply we can say that a progression is nothing but arranging the numbers with a definite mathematical rule. Next, progressions are classified into 3 types. One is arithmetic progression, another one is geometrical progression, and another one is harmonic progressions. In this video, I am going to explain arithmetic progression. That is, arithmetic progression. A sequence is said to be an arithmetic progression if the difference of each term with its previous term is constant except the first one is called arithmetic progression. See here, if I take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on, except the first term, if we take a number, a term and its preceding term, when we find difference, we will get here 2. Next, what is the difference here? 2. 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 So this is called an AP. If a sequence is said to be an arithmetic progression if the difference of each term with its previous term is constant except the first one. See, except the first one, remaining all the terms are satisfying the same difference with its preceding terms. See here 4. What is the preceding term of 4? That is 2. What is the difference here? 2. Here the term is, next term is 6. What is the preceding term of 6? 4. So what is the difference here? 2. Next take a term that is 8. What is the preceding term of 8? 6. What is the difference here? 2. See here, each and every term with its previous term difference is 2 except the first one. So it is called an arithmetic progression. In this first term, generally we will represent it as small a, and the common difference is nothing but D. Common difference we will represent it as is equal to D, isn't it? We will take one more example for arithmetic progression, like 100, 70, 40 and so on. Except the first one, each and every term of a sequence with its preceding term difference is same. See here, except first one, take this one. What is the difference of this one? Here 70 minus 100, we will get minus 30. Next one, here also we will get minus 30. See here, difference, common difference always we need to take as T2 minus T1. Next, T3 minus T2. Next, T4 minus T3. Like that we need to take. See here, standard form of AP is A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D and so on, A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the standard form of arithmetic progression. When we know last term, that is finite arithmetic progression. When we don't know, that is infinite arithmetic progression. Suppose if I remove this one, here we don't know last term. At that time, this is infinite arithmetic progression. So standard form of AP will be like this: A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D and so on. See here. Now this can also be written as T1 is equal to A, T2 is equal to A plus D, T3 is equal to A plus 2D, next T4 is equal to A plus 3D. If you take difference, a term with its previous term, we will get common difference D only. If you find it out, we will see T2 minus T1 is equal to A plus D minus A. Minus A plus A gets cancelled. So we got here D. Next take T3. What is the previous term? T2. So T3 minus T2 is equal to A plus 2D minus plus D. Now here A plus 2D minus A minus D plus A minus A. 2D minus D. D we are getting. So here common difference is D. Therefore, standard form of AP or general form of AP is A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D and so on. See, now I am going to explain nth term of AP or last term of AP. See here, nth term of AP or general term of AP or last term of AP. See here, if you say nth term of AP, or else we can say general term of AP, or else we can say last term of AP, no problem at all. These three are same only. Now coming to the nth term of AP is, we can write Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now I am going to explain how can we get nth term or last term or general term Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. See here, we all know that standard form of AP is A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D comma A plus 3D comma A plus 4D and so on. Am I correct or not? So this can be written as T1. T1 is equal to A. Now it is T2 is equal to A plus D, and it can also be written as A plus 2 minus A plus 2 minus 1 into D. Next T3 is equal to A plus 2D. So it can be written as A plus 3 minus 1 into D. Next T4 is equal to A plus 3D. This can also be written as 3 can also be written as A plus 4 minus 1 into D. So here A plus D. D we can write 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 means 1 only. So 1 into D, D only. So here we are writing D as 2 minus 1 into D. Here 2D, 3 minus 1 into D. Here 3d, 4 minus 1 into d. Like that only, if you take Tn, see here T4 means a plus 4 minus 1 into d. T3 means a plus 3 minus 1 into d. T2 means a plus 2 minus 1 into d. Like that only Tn is equal to a plus, here 4 means 4 minus 1 into d we got. So here n I have taken. So a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the general term of an AP, or else last term of AP, or else nth term of AP. Generally it is represented as small l also. So small l is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, or else this can also be written as Tn. Now it is last term L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now I am going to explain sum of n terms of an AP. Sum of n terms of an AP. Sum of n terms of AP. See here, sum of n terms of AP is generally represented as Sn. It is represented with Sn. See, we all know that standard form of AP is a comma, a plus d comma, a plus 2d comma, a plus 3d, and so on. A plus n minus 1 into d. So this can be taken as L. So what is the preceding term of a plus n minus 1 into d? We will get a plus n minus 2 into d. So this can also be written as, when we take last term L, L minus d. L minus d. You may have the doubt, sir, how did we get a plus n minus 1 into a plus n minus 2 into d as preceding term of a plus n minus 1 into d? So this is nth term. At that time we are getting here n minus 1. So before this nth term we will get n minus 1th term. So that only here n minus 2 into d we will get. Now when we take last term is L, standard form of AP will be a comma, a plus d comma, a plus 2d comma, a plus 3d, and so on, L. So I told you, okay, a plus n minus 1 into d is nothing but last term, that is represented with a small letter L. So here Sn is nothing but sum of the terms of AP. So Sn is equal to a plus d plus a plus 2d, sum of n terms of AP. Sn is equal to a plus d plus a plus 2d plus and so on, L minus d plus L. Next, reverse the sum of n terms as L plus L minus d plus L minus 2d plus and so on, a plus d plus a. See here, Sn is nothing but a plus d plus a plus 2d plus and so on, L minus d plus L. See, this one is a plus n minus 2 into d, this one is a plus n minus 1 into d. So when we reverse the terms in the sum of n terms, we will get n plus L minus d plus L minus 2d plus and so on, a plus d plus a. Now add these two things. Now we will get Sn plus Sn, 2Sn. So 2Sn is equal to a plus L, a plus L. Next, a plus d plus L minus d. See here, a plus d plus a minus L minus d, L minus d. So here minus d plus d gets cancelled. So here also we are getting a plus d only. Now plus a plus L. Next, add these two, a plus 2d plus L minus 2d, a plus 2d plus L minus 2d. Minus 2d plus 2d gets cancelled. So we are getting here A plus L. Am I correct or not? So right here plus A plus L and so on. Next L minus D plus A plus D. We are adding these two. So Sn plus Sn to Sn, A plus L, A plus L. Next A plus D plus L minus D. Plus D minus D gets cancelled. Now we got A plus L. Next A plus 2D plus L minus 2D. Plus 2D minus 2D gets cancelled. So we got here A plus L. Next we need to add these two things. So L minus D plus A plus D. Plus D minus D gets cancelled. So we got L plus A. L plus A is nothing but A plus L plus L plus A is nothing but we can write A plus L. See how many A plus L terms are here. This is sum of n terms. So we will get n number of A plus L terms are here. So A plus L plus A plus L plus A plus L and so on. N times we will get. So here we can write n into A plus L. Now L is nothing but last term, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. Now to substitute here. So we will get n into A plus L means A plus n minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D. So n into A plus A. 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Now this can be written as Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. This is the formula to find sum of n terms of an AP. See here, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D is the formula to find sum of n terms of AP. So sum of n terms of AP, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Or else we can write this one as n by 2 into A plus n minus 1 into D. So here n by 2 into A plus, this part is called last term of arithmetic progression. So this can be represented as small l. Now n into A plus L by 2 is also formula to find sum of n terms of AP, where L is last term and A is first term. Okay, thank you.